we speak about two different harp techniques, French and Russian. I started to play the harp with an Italian teacher, Lorenza Pollini, and she was using the French technique, and then I studied with a French teacher, and then I continued my studies with a Russian teacher, Irina Zing. And you know what? I found some interesting things about two different schools of thoughts. There is a cliche about people using the French technique, let's say French harpists, and people using the Russian technique, let's say Russian harpists. The cliche is that French harpists have a beautiful sound and a weaker technique, and Russian harpists have a solid technique and a less beautiful sound. I've heard a lot of French harpists and a lot of Russian harpists. That's my personal experience as usual. Don't get offended. And what I've noticed is I really think that people with French technique are really good on phrasing and sound. Yes, they are good. And I've met a lot of harpists using the French technique with really good technique, obviously. But what I've found is that the sound is smaller than the Russian harpists. I think Russian harpists in general, they're much more confident with technique, much more stronger arpeggi, stronger scales, more stable on the harp. They make less technical mistakes, and to be honest, I've noticed, yes, a little bit less care for phrasing, not the sound, phrasing. What I've heard from my experience, always remember it's my point of view, nearly everything is played too fast. So tell me instead, what is your experience? Do you notice harpists and do you hear harpists when they use different techniques, different sounds and everything? Tell me your experience. And now we close the bracket and we go back to the video. Now I tell you my experience, what I've learned with these two techniques and what I found good and what I don't find good and so on. Really, the biggest difference I found is on the placing for the scales. In the French technique, you play a scale. And now you put the fourth finger, you give a push with the thumb, and you place the other forefinger to finish the scale. Okay? In the Russian technique, though, you have such a great trick, it changed my life. What happens in the Russian technique? You play like this, look. You put already the fourth finger and the third finger there, and then you continue the scale. And that brings an enormous advantage. Why? Because if you have a look at the hand in the French technique or Italian technique, it's very wobbling. You just have two fingers on the harp. While in the Russian technique, you have four fingers on the harp. So the hand is much more stable, which allows you much more security and speed. I tell you, I've tried them both. Another topic which I found interesting is the thumb. The thumb in the French or Italian technique, it has to go down here. It has to rest there. While in the Russian technique, they tend to do a little circle with the thumb. I find it slightly uncomfortable in this Russian technique way to do this little circle, but I find it very good if I have to play an ascending arpeggio. With the French or Italian technique, you lose a lot of time, you're not efficient because you do down and then go up, down. While in the Russian technique, doing this little circle, you already give you the push to go up to the next string, and that helps actually. Look. It's already there. It's already on the next string that you need. Experience is to mix really these two techniques because I want to get the amazing French sound on a fantastic security of the Russian technique. So I'm very happy about mixing these techniques, and maybe some of you can tell me how the Salcedo technique really works. To me it looks completely uncomfortable, but you let me know and you prove me wrong. It's really important to work out your technique and your fingers, because what I realized, I played so many years with a wrong thumb of my left hand. You can see that it's actually much bigger, much more developed, because I was playing with this part of the finger, not with this muscle. You see, comes from here, the sound, and not from here. I was bending like this, so when I swapped my technique, I changed it. It was actually super painful to do like this. Now it's fine, but I really have to work it out because you can see actually it developed in a weird way. It's bigger than my right hand one. Yeah. Well, let me know which kind of technique you use and what are your thoughts about it, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao! Thank you for subscribing, like.